Morning to you. It's Will Feldman here, the man in black, the cat in the hat, the dude with the goggles and the do-rap. And how you living? Now, first off, let me address this. It snowed. It's bright as a bitch out here. Now, you know your boy, I don't be running around trying to be fucking Chronicles of Do-Rag Riddick with a beard and shit. I don't be doing that. But it hurts my eyes, the angle I'm sitting at and stuff, because I want y'all to see the coolness, you know. But, yeah, that's why I got my goggles down. Uh, Yeah, no, fuck that. I like my cornea. Fuck that shit. Ow, pain. So yeah, I ain't trying to be super cool or nothing out here. Y'all don't believe me. It snowed. It bright as a bitch out here. So yeah. How y'all living? How you doing? I want to play y'all a little something real quick, and this is from the lovely Miss Carmen JC. Take a listen to this.
The true white supremacists in this country is coming out of the black community. We're the ones that kill each other and abort our babies. We're the ones that sell dysfunction and poison to our own people, to our children. We don't love each other, we don't protect each other, and we damn sure do not trust each other. We are the foot soldiers for white supremacy, and we don't even realize it. And you guys want to argue with me when I say we would die without white people. And it's really sad because we need them for basic survival. Black America don't build any infrastructure. We don't produce anything. We don't own anything. We don't know how to grow our own food. We don't control any transportation, any energy. Like, is this even a conversation that needs to be had? We are fully plugged into systems that is controlled by white people. And if most of those systems disappear today, most of us probably wouldn't survive a week. And quite frankly, we'd probably kill each other in the process. Other races come into our communities and set up shop because we don't. We don't serve ourselves. We don't circulate our dollar. We just consume and blame. And the reason why slaves were able to rebuild so quickly after slavery was because they had skill sets. They knew how to farm, they knew how to sow, and they knew how to build infrastructure. You guys have no skill sets. A lot of us are dependent on whiteness to survive. And that's why bringing up something from 100 years ago is completely irrelevant. Our ancestors were resilient. They were builders. They provided benefit to society, unlike some people. So y'all the main one that is screaming about white supremacy, yet y'all the same people that is practicing it. You inherited a white supremacist mindset, and you might not be wearing white hoods, but you damn sure are wearing black hoodies. Real power starts with accountability. You want change, it's time to start building, start producing, and start to protect our own people.
She's got several good points. All right, look, that just looks weird. God, fuck. It's just bright as fuck out here, y'all. But she's got several good points, but she missed a few points as well. For instance, there is no other group of humans as dangerous to black men other than black men. Okay? Well, I can't remember the rapper's name, but he was talking about black celebrities and stuff. Y'all come up in my neighborhood, you got to check in. Don't nobody oppress black people other than more than other black people do. I mean, think about this. Black people, y'all's own worst enemy. Y'all really are. I want you to stop and think about it. Who's doing all the drive-bys? Okay? Who's doing all the killing? Look at the black abortion rate. The white man in his stride throughout the entirety of the 1900s couldn't kill as many black women or black people as abortion. Abortion just makes white men look fucking pathetic. You see what I'm saying? But yet you want to blame the white man. The white man. That tells me right there, white people are fucking pathetic. Because, just look at what's going on. Look at what's going on in the world today. All right? But in the black community, y'all are going extinct. And I'm going to keep saying this. Y'all need to tighten the fuck up. See what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, if you step back and look at it, when she said, for instance, I really need to start using the script, don't I? I'm sorry it took me a minute to get that lit up because I'm like that cat. I mean, I'm cold. I'm out here. Yeah, but used to. Yeah, sorry. But like if you're a black person and you go into another black business, for instance, it's like she said, y'all don't circulate your money through your own community. You go into the black community, you expect a discount, a handout. I'm not kidding. You expect to be able to go into the black community. Oh, come on, man, let me get a little discount. Let me give you a discount. But you take your black ass into a white man's store, you on time every time, down to the fucking penny, aren't you? Period. And I hear it's especially bad the further north and west you go. Because people around here don't tolerate that shit because we all poor, All right, yeah, I can't do it. That shit is hurting my eyes. Oh, God, I look weird as shit. Right, again, I'm not trying to be cool. I just showed y'all it fucking snowed. It's bright as a bitch out here. But when you step back and look at it, black people, you're your own worst enemy. Y'all really are. Your communities will wind up as war zones. When you do decide to have children, especially black women, when you decide to have the baby, you teach them how to go look for welfare instead of be a productive member of society. What Ricky say in the barbershop? Teach your kids something before 3 for 11 at the club and a Chronic album. Half of these little motherfuckers can't even spell Chronic album now. I mean, look at the quality of black music. It's through the floor. It's at a 4th, maybe a 5th grade reading level. Desegregation was the worst fucking thing that could have happened to black people. It was the worst. It utterly obliterated y'all from within. And it's sad because black people weren't always like this. She is right. From the slaves all the way up until desegregation. I mean, if you look at black people going through like the Great Depression and stuff, the black community started pulling ahead of the white community. That's where you get the Ku Klux Klan and all that stuff. It wasn't about keeping black people oppressed. They couldn't compete with black people. Okay? But also, and I've mentioned this before, this stupid competition between black women and white women. You see what I'm saying? All right, y'all black women thought you was going to mess with the true white devil and not get burned. Y'all fought for over 40 years for the rights to marry a white man. And then in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and aughts and shit like that, them white women looked at them Klansmen and said, here, Mr. Klansman, hold my beer. Opened her legs and obliterated an entire race of people within 30, 35 years. They did more damage to y'all with feminism and outer racial breeding and marriage that you brought on yourself. Now look, black women went from Florida Evans to Skanky Red. And again, I'm going to say it again. You have black dudes in the black community talking about them niggas come up in my hood. You better check in. You don't make no white man check in, do you? No, you don't. Because that white man will push in 3 magic letters that'll have your ass in an iron and concrete cage and do it quick, too. The Mexicans will Molotov your fucking house. No, you only do this kind of stuff to your own kind, my guy. And then you sitting there whining and crying, mad because don't nobody want to deal with you no more. The young lady's not wrong, y'all. She's not wrong. This utter, how do I say it? I lack the words to say it. This utter religious fervor y'all have for white people as well. Black people are utterly obsessed with white people. Oh, you try to flip it around, but no, I can tell you this. Eddie Griffin has said something about it. I've said something. My boy at work said something about it just tonight. You know, when a brother goes out here and gets him a white chick, what does she look like? Unless he's high dollar Kobe Bryant money, P. Diddy money. Other than that, this chick's already got kids by 2-3 other niggas. Mm-hmm. She's either super overweight or super underweight. What Eddie Griffin say? She busted, face fucked up. But when a white guy goes out here and gets him a black woman, well, look at the dude that married Candace Owens. Think about it. It's wild, isn't it? This just hyper obsession that y'all got with white people. Y'all need to let that shit go, black people. Y'all are going extinct. And I'll be damned if us colored folk go with you. And I want to ask y'all something. We fight their battles for them. Just because we have melanin. We fight their battles for them. We protest for them. We rally for them. We succeed so they don't have to. Okay? We protect them. We clean up their messes. We supposed to die for these people too? I'm serious. We supposed to die for them too? Ha, be goddamned. I don't think so. Die by your damn self. What was that? All right. This little motherfucker thinking it's funny today. Well, I mean, it's absolutely pointless. Because at the end of the day, we can sit here and talk about our blackness and all that shit, but one, biologically, no white woman can give birth to a black baby. That's not how this works. No other species on Earth works like this. But also, you know what I'm saying? We're not helping black people at all. That's another issue I'm seeing a lot. And I've said something about this before, and I'm not the only one that has said something about it. Black people need the other races to fight their battles for them. Well, I mean, even Miss Carmen JC said it. You've embedded yourself in a system that was created by the white people you hate. Think about it. I've said this, and other people have said it. Okay. The sun moved. I can see. Sorry about that. I swear I'm not trying to be cool. I'm tired. All right. I just got off work. Y'all know. But, the NAACP, that was created by white people. Affirmative action, DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, those things were created by white people. BLM, created by white people. The welfare system that y'all turned into a way of life, that was all created by white people. Your first black president was put in office and elected by white people. It's a simple game of numbers here. White people bust their ass, work and pay all these taxes to afford them SNAP benefits you stuffing your face with right now. But you want to talk about white supremacy. There's no such thing, at least not in the vast majority of the United States. Does racism exist? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is that what is holding black people back? No. No, black people, you're holding yourselves back. And then you wonder why you get breeded like me saying, nah, fuck this shit. I'm done. And then when look me in my face, don't think you're something because your mama white. Fuck you. You can die by yourself. So what else is up on here?
All right, this might hurt some feelings, but I was just scrolling through my feed and I saw a couple of posts about how white people have no culture. And I'm just over this white guilt, white shame type stuff. I'm not advocating for white supremacy. I'm just advocating the end of white silence and the end of white guilt and the end of white shame, because our culture participated in nothing that your culture hadn't participated in previously. We didn't start slavery, but we damn sure ended it. And the only place that slavery still exists are in people of color societies in Africa and the Middle East.
Yeah.
The Vikings figured out how to circumnavigate the globe before the Islamic world ever figured out how to get their feet wet. It wasn't us that was going into Africa and pulling the slaves out. It was other Africans grabbing them and enslaving them.
Yeah,
we invented democracy. We invented the constitutional republic. The bubonic plague wiped out half of Europe. And what did we do? We got together and discovered Western medicine and inoculations and vaccines. I'm not saying that we're better than you, but we're damn sure not worse. There are 4 major ethnic groups in this planet. There are black people, white people, Asian people, and Hispanic people. And we are the smallest. And we are the only group that you're demanding shut up. And because we're not doing it anymore, you're just going to scream racist louder and louder and louder. And we are done caring.
Let me pause this for a second. Now, this comes from Anton Daniels. But there's other things, too, that this white guy isn't talking about either, is it? There's a lot that he's not talking about. You see what I'm saying? Because the other races, Asians will not tolerate black people's bullshit at all. Mexicans will Molotov your fucking house with you and your kids in it. Not to mention them Mexicans is coming up here snatching up all the resources from y'all. All right. Fuck that, cause I'm cold. Fuck that shit. I ain't freezing my ass off out here. But yeah. Them illegal immigrants coming up here snatching up $451 billion worth of resources that could have went into the black community, went on people that by law ain't even supposed to be here. As to where foundational black Americans, y'all want to talk about y'all was created here and shit, you got more right to be here than they do. But you want to side with the very people that been ripping you off for 4, 5, 6, 10 fucking years, 20 years. You want to side with the very people that hate your fucking guts and will chase you out of communities. I seen it here in Waynesboro. Commerce Street, all that shit used to be the black community. Now, and everybody speaks Spanish. I've watched it even right here in small town America. Seen it. Watched it go down. Still think I'm crazy? And I know in other places in America, people have seen it too. But you want to side with them illegals. You want to side, and this is what gets me about black women. Because if black men have a better chance of pulling a bomb.com, the baddie, a big booty baddie Latina, than they do a white chick. Think about that for a minute. They can pull one of these Latin chicks. These Latin chicks can go out here and pull a white man, black man, even mixed, before most white and black women can now. Y'all too busy complaining about Xbox and white supremacy. But you want to side with the very women's, just like you want to side with white women and that are stealing your men. You see what I'm saying? Colored women. I want y'all to take a good look at black women. They are the prime example of what the fuck not to do. The second group of women is white women. That's why I made my last video about accountability. You see what I'm saying? That's why. And I know I be harping on that shit sometimes. You know, but you got to understand. Look at black and white communities, man. With no accountability or responsibility, man, they fall apart. They fall apart. We have to become more. We have to become better. Because let me tell you something. These niggas and crackers will drag us down with them. See, the thing that gets me, especially about light-skinned people and stuff like that, the Mexicans can go right back to Mexico. The Venezuelans can go right back to Venezuela. Foundational black Americans can go right on to the Caribbean or Africa. Y'all could, if you knew how to act like you got some damn sense, but you don't. Where the fuck we supposed to go? Because we go into any of these other places, they can look at us and straight up tell, yeah, you ain't one of us. Where we supposed to go? We already home. But y'all want to keep fighting these people's battles for them when we got battles to fight for our own. How the hell we supposed to tell these purebloods how to mow their grass and baby, we don't have a yard? That's what I'm trying to achieve here. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me let Mr. Anton's stuff play real quick.
Ashamed of who we are.
And give this man's channel some love, y'all, for real. Anton Daniels, at
so
Anton Daniels.
Freaking terrible, then why? Why does the entire Eastern world flock to countries that we created? Answer me that.
I don't think that he's wrong. I don't think that he's wrong in feeling a level of fatigue, and let's be honest. And
hold on. I'm sorry, Mr. Daniels. That's something else that's got me kind of worried too. White people are fucking crazy. I've mentioned this before, but ask the Japanese what it was like to piss off the white man. Ask him. Oh, he fired on your whole country 500 fucking times. And then he come and drop the sun on your ass. And then he get mad and come back and do it again. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Ask the Native Americans what it was like to have the white man out for your blood. Oh, my brother, it is awful. Your people are fired on with howitzers and Gatling guns. Pregnant women are chased down by cavalry, cut open, and their babies are stomped on. Men's scrotums are turned into tobacco pouches. Women's breasts were turned into saddlebags. Sand Creek, Wounded Knee. Look that shit up. That's what it's like to have the white man out for your blood. Black people, you're going to keep poking the bull, you're going to get the fucking horns. It'll start off in small places like this. And I'm going to tell you black ass what. Okay, you keep pushing and they start actually throwing them hard bitches and fighting back. I'm going to get as many of my kind as I can. We're going to be up in the hills too far away to help your ass. No. Because these crackers is crazy. You piss them off, the most dangerous group of human on earth, hands down, bar none, is a cornered white man. Period. Because they come out of that corner swinging like they ain't got nothing to lose. The problem is they got a ton to lose. And that's when white men are the most dangerous, when they actually have something to lose, because they're completely backwards from everyone else. Ask other groups of people that have had to put up with them, man. Look at the Middle East. The white man went over there and cratered that motherfucker for 20 years. Granted, 9/11 happened. All right, I wanted to go. My Aunt Dorothy worked in the motherfucking Pentagon. I was ready to kill a motherfucker. All right, luckily she was off that day. She did child psychology. She's gone now. She passed away. But this is the kind of shit that I keep trying to warn y'all about. You're going to keep listening to these niggas and they're going to drag you down with them. Especially y'all light-skinned. I don't even get it. Your light-colored skin is proof you ain't one of them. And white people can look at you and see it too. Now, the liberal lefties might be the chest-slapping retards of humanity, chewing on crayons and glue sticks. But at the end of the day, y'all gonna keep on pulling the bull's tail. You gonna get the damn horns, man. Because these whiteys is gonna start fighting back for real. Because a lot, more and more, are coming up online talking about we tired of this shit. And I've said this before, and I've said it. I'll say it again. I've seen niggas pop off entire clips. They're called magazines, by the way. Gun people, leave me alone. I'm just saying. I've seen them pop off whole clips and hit nothing but air. I've seen little white girls pop ping one time, every time with an AR-15. I'm not fighting that for you. That's why I asked, we supposed to die for these motherfuckers too? You done lost your damn mind, Mr. Daniels.
Going to be people in the chat, and that's fine, because me having this conversation generates and hopefully inspires debate and critical thinking. But he's right in that the majority of white people in this country, unless you're a white apologist, is considered the enemy. There is nobody in America that is more villainized than white people, white men.
Even I do that. Even I do it. All right. But then again, white people, I shouldn't be able to scare you with a fucking box cutter or a long black leather coat. See what I'm saying? Y'all make it too easy. Look. Let there be any kind of natural disaster pop off. Remember the floods down in Texas, the hurricane and shit that hit North Carolina? Who was it? Wading through mud, jumping in the rivers, trying to save people, white men. I will give white men that. They will throw down for their neighbors. They will. You ain't see a bunch of Mexicans do it. You sure as hell ain't see a bunch of black people do shit except for make fun of the white people that died trying to save them. Think about it. One of these white cops is willing to jump in front of a bullet for any American citizen. And yet you shit on them. And then you wonder why these motherfuckers is getting to the point of where they're about ready to start throwing hard bitches at everybody around them. And that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Ask the Irish about the Troubles. Ask Germany about fucking Nazis. Come on, guys. Come on. This is fucking crazy. Not to mention getting vilified for every fucking thing. Name one black community that's got a bunch of white people living in it that's stealing your resources and stuff. You can't. Because those white people are just as fucking poor as you are. What'd that one comedian say? What, you think I'm going to do this to you and then move in right next door? We two tank tops in the winter poor. But black people always want to pick on somebody. Black people are fucking bullies, man. Y'all are bullies. And as a member of Gen X, a card-carrying member, I can tell you the best way to deal with a bully: punch that motherfucker in the mouth and keep swinging. The problem is, white people got more fists to swing than you do. Y'all gonna keep on messing with these people and they're gonna start fighting back. Mr. Daniels, please continue.
And specifically, heterosexual white men is the poster child for the villain in the United States of America. Now, I can't speak for any other country because I'm not a part of their culture and I haven't lived there for my whole life. But what I do know is that here in the United States of America, when you fail, you blame white people. Mm-hmm. When you go to jail, you blame white people that created the system. When you succeed, you take all of the credit for yourself in overcoming what white people has put in your way as an obstacle to prevent you from becoming successful. And so when we really honestly take a look at it, what we tend to hold up as a cultural norm is that white people is an enemy. And so I understand if you are born into something that you never had a choice of what you were born into when you're tired.
All right, let's stop it there. Man made several good points. What did I just say? Who created the NAACP? The very system your black ass wants to complain about, you don't mind taking advantage of. Why do you think I made a video that the blacks like to bite the hand that feeds? You want to bite the very people that are feeding you, literally feeding you. Where do you think EBT, where do you think all them SNAP benefits come from? White people taxes. How many of them heterosexual white men that y'all want to throw on the bus under time, half the time black women, you want to call the white police when a nigga come up in your house whipping your ass? Who you gonna call? White police. That white man will come in there and fight for you. That's his job. That's what he'll do. You don't mind going in the front of the white man's courts to get that motherfucking child support. You don't mind going up into the white man's courts when a black man does something wrong to you. You see what I'm saying? You don't mind using the white man's system to benefit you to where you ain't got to go to work or even pay for your own food. You ain't got to pay your own utility bills, and there ain't nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly healthy. I've said this before, and I'll say this again, too. I understand there are people that need help. Physically disabled, mentally disabled, you got hurt or you boogered up some way. I get that. I'm not talking about y'all. Because there are plenty of black people that can get up off your black ass and get a damn job. But nah, you want to ride that welfare. How many times have I said it? You want to sit there on that Section 8 since I was a kid, and that was back in the 80s. Come on, you've seen multiple presidents come through and getting that Section 8 public housing. See what I'm saying? That system was created by white people. But yet you want to complain when you want to go out here and peddle them snow cones. You want to sell dope. You want to act like a damn fool. Even though you know you're not supposed to do that stuff. You know it. You know you ain't supposed to be out here robbing, shooting, killing, acting a fool, slanging dope. You know you ain't supposed to be out here selling ass. Unless you're in Nevada. There, it's legal. You know you ain't supposed to be doing these things. You know you ain't supposed to be out here fighting at the cookout, shooting and killing people. You know you ain't supposed to be going on private property, invading people's homes and shit. Oh, but you want to keep playing around and you get bit by the system and then you want to complain. You want to lie with the thug life dog, you're going to deal with them police ass fleas. That's why I ain't been in any kind of trouble since 2003. Fuck that shit. But nah, you got too many black people out here talking about, I piss on that. I piss on that. All right, stupid. And then when you're old and gray, your body's broke down, you ain't got no more lead in your pencil, then you want to go, white supremacy. No, ain't been no white supremacy in this country for, I'd say, a good 60, damn near 70 years. Since the 60s. And it's been other white people fighting it alongside you and us too. But black people want to keep pulling the bull's tail, and now you're going to get mad when you get the damn horns. Y'all the prime example of shit that people just can't do. Don't want to listen, don't want to learn. And then when your ass gets in trouble, you want to blame everybody but yourself. That's why I said in The Riddle is Steel, you have the power to choose. It's the ultimate power, period. You have the power to make a choice. Every human being has it. And colored folk, colored America, especially mixed black, we got to start making the right choices. Stop fighting with the police. Stop fighting black people's battles for them. Because dude, it's like the dumb leading the deaf, leading the blind. The dumb man's a mute. He can't warn the group of trouble. The deaf man wouldn't hear it anyways. And the blind man can't see a fucking thing. That's black people. I know that sounds fucked up, and I know not all of y'all are like that, but we here to throw verbal hard bitches, remember? Oh shit, that's a half hour. Hey man, this Will Fellwinter here, man. You can stay in the system or you can join us in the mountains, man. And until people start throwing these hard bitches for real, fighting back against crazy and stupid, people want to burn up your home, people want to sit on EBT and all that shit, bleeding through all your resources, and then want to support the very group of illegal people in this country that eat up all the shit that should have come to you to begin with. Shit's only going to get worse, y'all. Y'all take care. You live well. Stay safe.